Okay, so if you guys have a bolster at home, you'll definitely want to grab one of those to get started. If not, just a couple of maybe 2 to 3 pillows that you can quickly pull aside. And then you're going to take that bolster or pillows long ways at the back of your mat, because we're going to lay on that. So grab those props, blocks if you need. Take a minute to do that. And then once you have that set up, we'll just start to work our way all the way down onto that bolster. Gonna get that bolster kind of right towards the low back, just start to make your way down. And then we want to try to start to open up those hips. So if you can, reclined butterfly, bottoms of the feet together to touch. If that is too much for the hips first thing this morning, you can cross the feet at the ankles. Or if you have a couple of blocks, you can place 2 blocks right under those knees. It's going to add a little elevation, just a little layer of support for those knees if you want to set up that way. Go ahead. How are you? No. So start to make your way down, and then to start, we're just going to allow the arms to loosely hang by our sides. Oh gosh, no worries. And we will begin to notice. Start to check in with that physical body, notice how you're feeling. Shifting that awareness to your breath when you're ready. Just noticing that breath to start, watching the inhale, watching the exhale. And in your own time, allow that breath to begin to slow down. And you can move into a meditative breath of your choice, or you can simply land on a slow and natural rhythm of breath. And from here, we'll gently place one hand right over our heart and the other hand right between the hips. So this is where our sacral chakra is located, and it is an energetic center believed to house creative energy and sexuality, and is also linked to how you relate to your emotions and the emotions of others. Now, the word emotion originates from the Latin ex movere, or to move out. So emotion is literally energy in motion, a moving essence within us that is very much on purpose. Emotions are great teachers. They are a way for us to move energy, to learn about ourselves, and to notice a visceral sensation within us of something that is calling for change or awareness. So when we feel an emotion rise forward, and don't know what to do with it, or maybe we don't have time to deal with it, or somehow desire it to be different, so we push it away. We stop that energy from moving its motion and it begins to build up. So to not feel our emotions is to deny ourselves wholeness. Taking a moment of reflection. What are some emotions that are coming up for you to feel? And if there are emotions coming up that don't, or maybe you don't want to feel, I invite you to ask yourself why. And as always, there's no judgment here in these moments of reflection. We're just here to observe. And if you are able to, in this moment, allow emotion to move through. You might even visualize that emotion moving throughout the entire body. Picture its light, picture its energy as it flows from the top of the head, down the body, down the arms, all the way down the legs till they reach the very tips of the toes. Just picture that movement. Taking a moment of gratitude for any emotions that are wanting to flow. Repeating this affirmation quietly to yourself: I am allowed to feel. I am allowed to feel. We'll take 3 cleansing breaths from here. Whenever you are ready, fill up on that inhale. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Twice more. Big breath in. Let it go. Last one. And then when you're ready, take your time. You'll start to roll over to one side on that bolster. Just kind of use those hands to help guide yourself all the way up. Push that bolster to the back of your mat. We'll use it again later. And then we'll meet each other in our tabletop facing the front of that mat. So no need to rush here. Take your time. Shoulders are going to stack over those wrists when you're ready. Hips are going to stack over the knees. Feet can be flat, or you can tuck those toes. Here come our cat-cows. Inhale, navel's going to draw down. Cow pose, chin goes up. Exhale, round the back, tuck the chin of the chest for that cat. Keep that moving. As always, you can move on your own and add anything in between here that you choose. So as we begin to move the body, just helping that emotion continue to move through energetically throughout our physical body. We'll give it one more round. Then on your next inhale, coming to a neutral spine, start to warm up through this right hip. Kick that right foot up towards the ceiling. Right knee's gonna stay bent. We're gonna act as though we're trying to stamp the bottom of the right foot up towards your ceiling. Then take the right knee out to the right side as if you were resting it on a table. Then we're going to roll it into the belly. So do that twice more, going this direction, kick it up, and then roll it in. Last one. Good. Inhale, kick that right foot up, switching directions. We're first going to pull the knee into the belly, then take it out to the side and roll it back. Twice more. Last one. Good, go ahead and lower that right knee down. Let's thread the needle. Inhale, reach that right arm out to the side or all the way up. Exhale to thread it through behind the left arm, right ear, right cheek coming down to that mat. Now the left hand can stay where you have it. You can start to walk that left hand towards the top right corner of your mat. Or maybe you're taking a half bind, reaching the left hand behind the low back. Doing great. 2 more breaths. Start to guide that left hand back under the left shoulder if it's not already. Press with that left hand. Big inhale, reach the right arm out to the side or all the way up. Exhale, float it down. Hip stretch left side. Kick that left foot up. Left knee is bent. Remember, acting like we're trying to stamp the bottom of that left foot up towards the ceiling. Then we're going to take it out to the side and roll it into the belly. Twice more. Last one. Good. Kick that left foot up. Switching direction here. Pull the knee into the belly. Then take it out to the side. Roll it back. Twice more. Good, gently lower that left knee down, thread the needle, left arm out to the side or all the way up. Exhale to thread it through behind the right arm, left ear, left cheek coming down to that mat. And then your choice for the right hand. You can stay where you have it, top left corner of that mat, or maybe you're taking that half bind. Nice job. We'll start to guide that right hand back under the right shoulder. Pressing with that hand. Inhale, reach the left arm out to the side or up. Exhale to float that hand down. Walk the hands about a palm print in front. Tuck the toes. Peel the hips up towards the sky. Down dog. Whatever it is you like to do best here. Start to notice the backs of those legs. Breathe into those hamstrings. Finding that stillness when you're ready. Lift the hips a little higher up towards the ceiling. Roll the shoulders down the back. Let the heels hang heavy. Inhale, sweep that right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, open the right hip up to the right side of your room. Gaze can go down towards that mat, or you can take it under the right shoulder. Start to notice that right hip. Breathe into that space. On your next inhale, back to that three-legged dog. Kick the right leg up and back. Exhale, gently guide it through all the way to the top for a low lunge. Left knee gently coming down to the ground. Right knee stacked over right ankle. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, cactus. Draw the elbows back. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale to float the hands down, framing that foot. Inhale, find some length in the upper body, gaze straight ahead. Exhale, half split, walk the hands back. Right toes are gonna lift, just here for that exhale. Inhale to walk the hands back forward. Broken lizard, start to heel toe the right toes so they're facing the right side of the mat. Both hands inside of that right foot. Gaze straight ahead to start. Once again, notice that right hip, really starting to work that right hip. Right hand on top of that right thigh. Inhale, find length in the upper body, and on your exhale, push that right hand into that right thigh. Find a twist. Gaze up towards the ceiling. 2 more breaths here. Slowly untwist. Heel toe that right foot back to the center, framing that foot. Tuck the back left toes, and then just step this right foot back to that down dog. Same thing, other side. Left leg sweeps up, inhale. Exhale to bend the knee, open the hip. Gaze down towards the center of your mat or under that left shoulder. Bringing the awareness this time to the left hip. On your next inhale, three-legged dog, kick that left leg back. And then exhale to step it through, low lunge. Right knee gently coming down. Left knee stacked over left ankle. Inhale to rise, reach the arms up. Exhale, cactus. Arms lift, inhale. Exhale, float the hands down. Inhale, find length in the upper body, gaze straight ahead. Exhale, take your time to walk it back. Completely empty out on this exhale. Left toes are gonna lift. Walk the hands forward, inhale. Then we're gonna heel toe the left foot out to the left side of the mat. Broken lizard, both hands inside of that left foot. Take a cycle of breath here. Then gently place the left hand on top of the left thigh. Inhale, find your length. Great big exhale as you work your way into that twist. Gaze is gonna go up towards the ceiling. 2 more deep breaths from here. Slowly untwist, inhale. Heel toe the left foot back to the center, framing that foot. Tuck the right toes and then step this left foot back to down dog. Inhale, let's look forward. Exhale, tiny little steps, coming all the way to the top for our ragdoll pose. Feet can be hip width distance, maybe a little bit wider. Micro bend or a deep bend in the knees. And your choice for the arms. The arms can hang heavy. You can grab opposite elbows, or you can interlace those hands behind you, reaching the arms up overhead. On your next inhale, let's lift halfway, hands on the floor, shins or thighs. Exhale to fold. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Last one. Pressing with the feet. Inhale, coming all the way up to a stand. Reach the arms up. Exhale, draw the hands together in front of the heart. Getting ready for our sun salutations, but we're going to do something a little different. We're actually going to take our feet as wide as the mat. Toes are going to turn out just a bit. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, draw the hands together and then slowly start to lower your seat, lowering into either horse stance. Maybe the forearms come down to the top of the thighs. Maybe you come all the way down to a yogi squat. There's no right or wrong here. Just find what's going to work. Take a cycle of breath wherever you are. And then pressing with the feet, inhale, coming all the way back up. Reach the arms up. Exhale to turn the toes forward and then swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower those hands, hop or step it back. Your version of a vinyasa, you can lower the knees for this first one, coming all the way down to the belly. Cobra or up dog on that inhale. Exhale to take it back, down dog. 3 breaths here. On your next inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or hop, top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Press with the feet, coming all the way up. Exhale, draw the hands together in front of the heart. Start to wiggle the feet out. Heel toe the feet. Toes are going to face the outside edges of your mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands coming together, lower your seat, horse stance, or coming all the way down into that yogi squat. Cycle of breath. Pressing with the feet, inhale, let's rise, reach those arms up. Exhale to turn the toes forward, swan dive forward. Halfway lift. Lower those hands, hop or step it back, your version. And allow yourself those 3 breaths in down dog. On your next inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or hop, top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up, inhale. Exhale, draw the hands together in front of the heart. Take your time to heel toe those toes out. Find a good spot. When you're ready, inhale, arms are gonna lift. Exhale, lower your seat, horse or yogi squat. Cycle of breath wherever you are. Pressing with those feet, inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, turn the toes forward, swan dive forward. Halfway lift. Lower those hands, hop or step it back, your version. Take it or leave it. You can always skip it. Go right back to that down dog. Three breaths here. And in any moment of pause today, as we allow ourselves opportunities to focus on the breath, continue to picture that emotion moving throughout the body. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or hop, top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Bend those knees, reach the arms forward or up by the ears. Spiral the pinkies in towards each other. All 10 toes facing the front of that mat. Good. Sink that seat down on your next exhale. Take another cycle of breath here. Take a goodbye inhale. Exhale to fold. Halfway lift. Lower those hands, hop or step it back, your version, take it or leave it. Good, or you can stay here in your down dog. Or you can add 3 knee crunches, pulling that knee into that sacral chakra. Your choice. Inhale, right legs get a sweep up. Exhale, pull the knee into the belly. Give it a squeeze. 2 more. Inhale, pull it up. Exhale, squeeze it in. Last one. Inhale. Exhale to squeeze it in. Inhale, kick that leg up. Exhale, let's all step that right leg through. Warrior 2. Pivot the back left heel down. Spiral the arms open. So right knee stacked over that right ankle. Right toes facing the front of that mat. Reach the right arm forward. Left arm back. Start to straighten that front right leg, triangle pose. Reach your right arm forward and then down. Right hand's gonna land wherever you choose. Inside of that calf, shin, floor, or a block. Just think about spiraling the left rib cage up towards that ceiling. Keep the heart, the chest open. On your next inhale, we're gonna reverse this. Lift that upper body, reach the right arm all the way back. Exhale, warrior 2, rebend that front right knee. We'll turn the right toes in to face the left toes. Wide angle forward fold, so take those feet out nice and wide. Option 1, hands on the hips, draw the elbows in. Option 2, you're gonna interlace the fingers behind you, draw the knuckles down towards the floor. Wherever you are, take an inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, slowly start to fold forward. Now, if you have those hands interlaced behind you, you can keep them by the tailbone, or you can start to lift them overhead for that shoulder stretch. Wherever you are, let the crown of the head hang heavy down towards the mat. Notice the weight in the feet. Feel the weight in the feet even. You might need to shift forward or back. Make the adjustments as needed. On your next inhale, leading with the nose, little bend in the knees as you slowly work your way all the way back up. Good. Kick the heels in towards each other. Draw the hands together in front of the heart. Goddess, lower your seat. Watch that upper body, head over heart, heart over pelvis, yes. Try not to lean forward. And then on your next exhale, sink that seat down. Woo-wee. We're gonna hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pressing with the feet. Inhale, star pose. Reach the arms up. Exhale, back to that warrior 2. Turn the right toes to face the front. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down, framing the right foot. Runner's lunge. Pivot onto the ball of that back left foot. Easy twist, left hand on the ground, right hand thigh or sky. Always an option to lower this back knee. You can also place a block under that left hand. Find your way with this. One more breath. Float the right hand down, framing that foot. Now, a couple of options here. You can step right back to down dog. You can take a vinyasa from here. Or you can see if you can pull that right foot up and away from the mat and then pull it into the belly. Squeeze and hold for 3, 2, 1. Good. Take your vinyasa from here or go right back to that down dog. Good. Getting ready for that left side. Left leg's gonna sweep up. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze the knee into the belly. Twice more. Inhale, pull it up. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, pull it in. Good. Inhale, sweep that leg up. Exhale to step it through. Warrior 2, pivot the back right heel down. Spiral those arms open. Good. Gazing just past the left fingers. Straighten that front left leg, triangle pose, reach the left arm forward and down. Left hand's gonna land wherever you choose. Spiral that right rib cage up towards the ceiling. On your next inhale, let's reverse it. Lift that upper body, reach the left arm all the way back. Exhale, warrior 2. Turn the left toes in to face the right toes. Getting ready for that wide angle forward fold. Hands on the hips, elbows drawn in towards each other, or maybe you're interlacing the fingers behind. Wherever you are, take an inhale, lift the chest. Exhale to fold. Relax the head. One more breath. On your next inhale, a little bend in the knees, slowly start to work your way all the way back up. Good, kick those heels in, draw the hands together, goddess, lower that seat. Watch the upper body, check in with yourself. And then on your next exhale, maybe we sink our seat even deeper. We got this. Let's breathe and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pressing with those feet. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, back to that warrior 2. Turn the left toes back to face the front of that mat. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down, framing the left foot, runner's lunge. And then move right into that easy twist. Right hand on the ground, left hand thigh or sky. Find your variation of this that's going to work best for you. 2 more breaths. Float that left hand down. Now, here come those options. You can go right back to down dog. You can take a flow from here, or you can pull that left foot away from that mat, squeeze it into the belly, breathe and hold for 3, 2, 1. Step it back, take your vinyasa, or skip it. Good. So we're going to move through that one more time, a little bit faster this time. Starting with that chair pose. Inhale, let's look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or hop, top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, bend the knees, reach the arms forward or up. Exhale to sink that seat. Take a cycle of breath from here. Take a really big deep breath in. On your exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Lower those hands, hop or step it back. Your version, take it or leave it. You can stay here in this down dog, or you can find those knee crunches. Sweep the right leg up, inhale. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, pull it in. Last one. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, step it through, warrior 2. Spiral those arms open. Right knee over that right ankle. Straighten that front right leg, triangle pose. Reach the right arm forward and down. Cycle of breath here. On your next inhale, let's reverse it. Reach that right arm all the way back. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, turn the right toes in. Hands on the hips or interlace behind. Lift the chest. And on your exhale, let's fold. Cycle of breath once you land. And on your next inhale, coming all the way back up. Kick those heels in, draw the hands together. Exhale for goddess. Pressing with those feet, let's rise, star pose. Exhale, warrior 2. Turn the right toes back to face the front. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel the arms, framing the foot, runner's lunge into that easy twist. Your way, cycle of breath. Float the right hand down. Your choice, step right back to down dog, take a flow, or pull that right knee in towards the belly for 3, 2, 1. Take your vinyasa from here or skip it. Good. Last time through. Stay in this down dog, or let's find those knee crunches. Left leg sweeps up, inhale. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, kick it up. Pull it in, exhale. Last one. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, step it through. Warrior two, spiral those arms open. Straighten that front left leg. Triangle pose, your way. Cycle of breath once you land. Inhale to reverse it. Reach that left arm all the way back. Exhale, warrior two. Turn the left toes in, hands on the hips. Maybe they're interlaced behind you. Lift the chest. Exhale to fold. Cycle of breath once you land. Inhale to lift all the way back up. Kick the heels in, draw the hands together, lower your seat. Exhale, goddess. Inhale for that star. Reach the arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Left toes turning back to face the front. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel the arms. Runner's lunge right into that easy twist. Your way, cycle of breath. Left hand floating down. Your choice here, wherever you want to go with it. If you're pulling that knee up, give it a squeeze and hold for 3, 2, 1. Take your vinyasa or skip it. Good. Let's gently lower the knees down to the mat. And then I'm going to invite you to face one side of your mat. Doesn't matter which side, but we're going to need the length of our mat. So turn to one side, exactly how I am here. We're going to come into froggy pose. So hands are going to come in front of you. You're going to start to wiggle the knees out. So it's a deep hip opener. And just kind of see where you're at. You're going to take your time to wiggle those knees out. Ideally, you want the knee in line with this ankle. And you want to try to rest on the inside of that left foot, but if you can't do that, you can come to the top of the feet. But work towards getting the knee in line with the ankle. That's the big thing. So once you've decided where you're going with those hips, you can stay elevated, hands on the ground, or you can start to lower the forearms down. You can lower all the way down to the ground, or you can use a prop. Grab that bolster if you have it handy. But we will be here for several breaths. So it is said that we store a lot of tension, or we store emotions rather, in our hips. So just helping those emotions continuing to flow through energetically through the body. Let's kind of break it up here. Breathing into both hips. You guys are doing great. I know it's uncomfortable. We have about 3 more breaths. Nice job. Very slowly, we're going to come back up onto the hands if you're not already. And then take your time. Inch by inch, we're going to start to draw those knees closer together. Eventually finding a seat on your heels. You can face the front of that mat once again. So shifting your seat all the way back towards those heels. We'll place one hand on that heart, one hand in between those hips, right at that sacral chakra. You might close the eyes here. Bringing that awareness back to the breath. Bringing the awareness to any emotions that are continuing to rise. Receive. Allow that energy to move. Remember, there's a purpose for this. Each emotion has a purpose. And if it's going to help you along your journey, you can repeat that affirmation here. I am allowed to feel. You are welcome to stay here for as long as you choose. If you are ready, you can start to flutter those eyes open. And we will slowly make our way into our down dog. Take your time. There's no need to rush this. On your next inhale, sweep that right leg up. Exhale to step it through, warrior two. Pivot the back left heel down, spiral those arms open. Good, turn the right toes in to face the left toes. We're just here for a beat. We're gonna kick both heels in from here. Goddess, draw the hands together, lower the seat. Good, getting ready for Skandasana. There's a couple ways you can do this. If you're feeling really strong and sturdy in those legs, you can keep the hands in prayer and just start to work your way to the back of the mat, bending the left knee, right toes are gonna lift up towards the ceiling. Or you can start to kind of inch those fingertips down towards the ground and then walk the hands to the back of the mat, again, bending that left knee, right toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Now, if we're struggling with balance, you can place those fingertips in front of you. Just keep that chest lifted. And then maybe we find a twist here. Your choice, take it or leave it. If you want to go for that twist, left hand in front of the left knee, reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Right arm can stay lifted, can work yourself into any bind you choose. Half bind, right hand coming behind the low back. Also take a full bind, left arm wrapping around that left shin, reaching for the back right hand. One more breath. Slowly untwisting. And then your choice, hands can come to prayer. You can work your way back into goddess from here, or you can crawl those hands back into that goddess, eventually lifting that upper body, hands coming together in front of the heart. Pressing with the feet, inhale, star pose, reach the arms up. Exhale back to that warrior two, turn the right toes to face the front. Inhale, reverse it. Exhale, cartwheel. Take your vinyasa here or skip it. Here comes the other side. Left leg sweeps up, inhale. Exhale, step it through, warrior two, spiral the arms open. When you're ready, turn the left toes in to face the right toes. Just here for a beat, kick those heels in, draw the hands together, lower your seat, goddess. Now here comes that other side. So you can try to keep the hands in prayer. You're gonna bend the right knee this time, back of the mat. Once again, left toes are gonna lift up towards the ceiling. Or you can crawl those fingertips to the ground, working your way to the back of your mat. Fingertips in front of you. Maybe we're able to draw the hands together in front of our heart. And once again, take this or leave it. You can find a twist. If you took the twist on the first side, let's give it a go for this side. Reach that right arm in front of the right knee. Left arm up towards the ceiling. Feel free to move into any bind that you choose from here. Slowly untwisting. Fingertips in front or back to prayer in front of that heart center. You can move into goddess from here with the hands in heart center, or you can crawl your way back up. However you want to do it. Remember, there's no right or wrong here. Eventually making your way back into that goddess. When you're ready, pressing with the feet. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, turn those left toes back to face the front of that mat. Warrior two. Reverse. Exhale, cartwheel those arms. Take your vinyasa or skip it. Inhale to look forward. Exhale, start to walk the feet to the top of your mat, but then turn the toes out. So feet as wide as the mat, toes are going to turn out. Gently lower that seat into a yogi squat or froggy pose. Heels can lift. If you have a block, maybe you take a restorative yogi squat. You can place the block under your seat. Whatever version you are in, yogi squat, froggy pose, try your best to keep the chest lifted. You might close the eyes here. Let's take a sacred moment of pause. Just focus on that breath, focus on that emotion, that energy moving once again. Flutter those eyes open, remove that block if you have it, and then gently lower that seat all the way down. Paschimottanasana, both legs are going to extend out long in front of you, all 10 toes pointing up towards that ceiling. Inhale to reach the arms up, exhale to fold, hands are going to land, thighs, shins, maybe the toes. Just relax that head. Inhale to lift the head, start to shift that upper body upright, and then we'll grab the bolster. You're going to set it up exactly how you had it at the start of our practice. So long ways, back of your mat. Get it right up against the low back. Bend the knees when you're ready, all 10 toes facing the front of that mat, and then we're going to kind of wiggle our feet so they're about as wide as the mat. Press the hands, fingertips behind you just a bit, fingertips facing your seat. They're a little bit back. Lift the chest, draw those elbows in. Inhale. Exhale, knees are going to fall over to the right. You can stay here, or you can start to turn towards that bolster. Resting the hands on the bolster, you can stay here. Or you can start to glide this right arm all the way down the bolster, landing your right side body on top of the bolster. On your next inhale, let's slowly lift the body if it's not already. Start to untwist, facing the front of our mats. Knees are going to draw back up towards that ceiling. Hands behind you, fingertips facing your seat. Lift the heart, lift the chest. Inhale. Exhale, knees are going to fall over to the left. And then turn towards your bolster. You can stay elevated, you can stay lifted, or you can start to glide the left hand all the way down, resting the left side body on your bolster. Gently start to lift yourself all the way up if you're not already. Take your time. Slowly untwist. Knees are going to point up towards the ceiling. Fingertips behind you. Puff up the chest. Inhale. You can stay here for a cycle of breath, or you can press with the hands and the feet for a reverse table. Lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Watch the head. Slight tuck of the chin towards the chest. One big, beautiful breath. Slowly lower that seat down. And then if it's easy for you, if it's accommodating, I encourage you to take your mat to a wall in your house. We're going to do legs up the wall for our Shavasana today. If there's no wall available for you, feel free. You can take a traditional Shavasana. You can lay all the way down onto your back. Maybe you use the bolster, place it under your knees. But if you can get that mat against the wall, go ahead and do that. And then ideally with legs up the wall, you want to try to get your seat as close to the wall as you can. So you're going to come to the side first, and then you're going to swing your legs up from there. Now if your seat is not touching the wall, that's okay. But if you can manage, you're going to try to get that seat all the way up against the wall. And then for the arms, you can kind of just let the arms hang out. If you chose this option of legs up the wall, if the legs start to tingle at all in our Shavasana, you can move them, of course. So you can kind of bend the knees like this. You can come into a bound butterfly, crossing the feet at the ankles. So just kind of do your own thing. But we will be here for the next few moments. So get nice and comfortable. Allow yourself this moment of surrender. start to slowly wake our bodies, bringing that awareness back to the breath. Start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Rolling out the wrists. And if your feet are on that wall, you can start to guide the feet all the way down the wall. Slowly making your way into that fetal pose. Drawing the knees up to the belly. Just taking a moment in this pose, remembering what this pose actually represents, and that is new beginnings, new life. Each day is a new opportunity for great things to happen. Guide ourselves up to that comfortable seat, drawing those hands together in front of your heart. Bowing down to your hands. And taking a moment of gratitude for yourself and for the emotions that you allowed to come and flow through. We'll bring the thumbs to the third eye. Let's give it up to the universe. Namaste.